Welcome everybody. Today I will be making a guide for Medic in Pipe-by-Night. Now I will be explaining everything I currently know, and I will make a remake of this guide once I get better at Medic. Today I will be covering trick tips, abilities, and everything that you would need to know in order to play Medic properly during the start of the release of the entire game. So I'll put the timestamps right here, and you may skip if you already know some of these stuff, but if you are a starter, I recommend watching the entire video. Alright, so the abilities of Medic are quite simple. His first ability allows you to heal a teammate by 50 HP, but if they're already maxed out, you can give him shield. Shields will overtake HP. So let's say Springtrap hits you with the axe. That should do 38 or 36 damage, but it will tank all the rest of the damage and only deal 25. So it's a very strong support move that you can use to help your teammates. Mind you, this takes 5 seconds to do, and you're not able to get out of the animation during it unless the other person moves. His second ability allows you to crouch down and heal yourself at overall 50 HP in a span of 5 seconds. Now if you get max HP before the entire animation ends, it will just do the end animation afterwards. Each ability has a long cooldown, but I'm pretty sure it's around 40 to 50 seconds long. So overall, very good abilities. Now, the survivability of the character, you mainly want to be always far away, but if you ever catch yourself in a chase, I do recommend just trying to escape. Or if you can't, then just loop him. Now, there's 3 ways in order to survive, which you will need to use all of them during them. The first way is just trying to hide. This is normally the way you would escape at the end of the chase, but if you're able to hide at the very start, it's a good thing to do. So I do recommend trying to hide. Now, the main way to just prevent yourself from dying for a little bit is just holding down the door. But make sure it doesn't break the door, or else you're just killing yourself and your team in the process of breaking down every single door in the goddamn map. Now, the most important one is looping. Now, I understand you might say, how the hell do you loop against this thing? Well, you just have to get good. My main tip or advice on how to loop is in storage, go in the facility map, go to storage. It has so many loops, and no matter how much they trap the area, you're normally fine. As long as it's not entered, then you're fine. Now, if it is entered, I just recommend running around the map and trying to hide from him. If you can't, just try to use the doors. I don't really know anything you could do if it's entered. Now, for the forest map, I definitely recommend just running around and looping. That's the main way on how you're gonna survive. And on the what's the other map? The pizzeria. You want to just focus on closing the doors and just running around the map. Now, there's a lot of good hiding spots you're able to do, and there's a lot of good loops you're able to do. I mainly recommend getting the choke points instead of mainly prioritizing looping, because looping isn't a great way in the map. But if you know a good loop, like in the main area, and you're actually able to do it, I do recommend doing it. It's a great way to survive in the pizzeria. This as well works for most characters, but if it's ended, you're really cooked for how small the map is. But I don't really think much people use ended, so I think you're fine. The tricks and tips for the character medic. Now, my first tip for the medic, make sure you're always at a good distance. Never try to be a hero and go next to them. Plus, what the hell are you even gonna do if you're next to them? You can't fight back, nor can you even stun them. Nor can you even debuff them. All you can do is heal yourself. So I honestly recommend just trying to stay a good amount of distance away from them, but a good amount to the point where if someone loses a chase, you can quickly give them a good heal. Now, a little trick you can do, let's say you are with two decent players. Both of them are blocking each doorway with the little mechanic, You're actually able to heal yourself. No matter what, you would still have a good amount of time. As long as they're not in mid-session of breaking down the door, I feel like it's fine. You just need to honestly learn how to use it. Now, another tip, if you are close to the killer, but you're next to closing a door, I know some people decide, let's try to close the door. Trust me, it is not worth it. Just try to run away until you get some distance. Unless they are like mid-range, or if you have no other choice, then I say take the gamble. But it honestly isn't a good idea too. Now, another little trick you can do in order to survive is close both doors in the pizzeria map. You're able to close both doors in the security room, and with closing both doors, you're able to just run. Heal yourself during it. Now, some tricks and tips for how to use your heal for other players. I guess try to use them when you're when they escape chase, or a little tip. I guess if you have a friend that is playing security guard or fighter and you know they're actually reliable, maybe you can ask them to go and help out you for distracting the killer, for them to be able to, for you to be able to heal their other teammate. It's a good way. So if you're playing with friends, you are able to work together and help yourself. Basically a Guest and Elliot situation, but unlike Elliot, you actually need prep before her actually being able to heal anybody. Now, I guess another way you can do it is, let's say they are like across their entire map. You two are the only people alive, and you know you have enough time to heal them. I guess it's a good opportunity to heal them, but it really depends on the player, if they're actually smart enough to take the heal or not. So that's basically everything I got for now. I will remake this guide once I get better at the game. So overall, I hope this guide did help you. And I really hope you actually did learn some things in this. I know I went over very basic things, but I as well did go over some things that I haven't seen anyone else do. And as well, one singular thing before I end off the guide, I recommend doing 1 to 2 gens before going to help your teammates. It's just overall better for money and just for the timer in general. Immediately going to heal teammates, what are you even gonna heal? By the time you do 1 to 2 generators, the killer would be in chase with someone, or at least he's done some damage. So I definitely recommend trying to look for a generator or two, depending on how fast you are at gens. But anyways, I hope you learned some things, and hopefully some of these tips I gave you can definitely help you. Now later today, or later on this week, I will release a Springtrap guide. So if you're trying to learn Springtrap, I will be releasing that soon. So I hope this guide has definitely helped you, and peace. I hope this will help you in game. So bye bye.